Ever felt misunderstood, even when you thought you were being clear? Let's unlock the secrets to speaking directly without losing kindness. Direct communication is a crucial skill in both personal and professional settings. It helps to eliminate misunderstandings, reduce frustration, and foster stronger relationships. When we communicate directly, we convey our thoughts and intentions clearly, leaving little room for misinterpretation. However, being direct doesn't mean being harsh or insensitive. It's about finding the balance between clarity and kindness, ensuring that our messages are both understood and well received. In this video, we will explore the art of direct communication, focusing on the key principles of clarity, kindness, and active listening. We'll provide practical tips and techniques to help you prepare for and deliver your messages effectively. Additionally, we'll discuss common pitfalls and how to avoid them, ensuring that your communication is both effective and empathetic. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how to speak clearly while maintaining kindness, ultimately improving your interactions and relationships. So stay tuned and let's dive into the world of direct communication. Part 1. The power of clarity. Clarity is key. One practical approach to achieving clarity is to avoid jargon and technical terms, which can confuse the listener. Instead, use simple and direct language. For example, when explaining a complex concept, break it down into easily digestible parts. This method not only aids comprehension, but also shows respect for the listener's understanding. Speaking at a moderate pace is another essential aspect of clear communication. Rapid speech can overwhelm the listener, while a slow pace may cause them to lose interest. A balanced tempo allows the listener to process information effectively. Additionally, enunciating words clearly ensures that each word is heard and understood, reducing the risk of miscommunication. Active listening. Active listening is a cornerstone of effective communication and is highly valued in Buddhist practice. It involves fully concentrating on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. Asking clarifying questions is another vital component of active listening. If something is unclear, don't hesitate to ask for more information. This not only helps you understand better, but also shows the speaker that you are genuinely interested in their message. For instance, if a colleague mentions a project deadline, you might ask, "Can you clarify the specific tasks that need to be completed by that date?" Paraphrasing is an effective technique to ensure understanding. By restating the speaker's message in your own words, you confirm that you have accurately grasped their point. For example, if a friend explains their frustration with a situation, you might respond, "So, you're feeling upset because you feel your efforts aren't being recognized, right?" This not only validates their feelings, but also opens the door for further discussion. Part 2. The art of kindness. The benefits of kindness. Building stronger relationships begins with genuine kindness. When we approach others with empathy and understanding, we create a foundation of trust and respect. For example, in a workplace setting, a manager who consistently shows kindness to their team members is more likely to foster loyalty and cooperation. Resolving conflicts peacefully is another significant benefit of kindness. When disagreements arise, approaching the situation with a kind and open heart can de-escalate tension and lead to constructive solutions. For instance, in a family dispute, taking a moment to listen actively and respond with kindness can transform a heated argument into a productive conversation. Creating a positive work environment is also achievable through kindness. A workplace where kindness is prioritized tends to have higher morale and productivity. Employees feel valued and respected, leading to a more collaborative and supportive atmosphere. How to stay kind while being direct. Staying kind while being direct can be challenging, but it is essential for effective communication. One effective strategy is using I statements, which focus on expressing your feelings and needs without blaming others. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you could say, "I feel unheard when I don't get a chance to share my thoughts." This approach reduces defensiveness and fosters a more open dialogue. Statements are another useful technique. They allow you to offer solutions and alternatives without negating the other person's perspective. For instance, "I understand that you're busy, and I need some help with this project. Can we find a time that works for both of us?" This method promotes collaboration and mutual respect. Avoiding accusatory language is crucial for maintaining kindness. Accusations can trigger defensiveness and escalate conflicts. Instead, focus on describing the situation and your feelings. For example, rather than saying, "You always make mistakes," you could say, "I've noticed some errors in the report, and I'm concerned about our project's accuracy." Using a calm and collected tone is essential for conveying kindness. Your tone of voice can significantly impact how your message is received. Speaking calmly and respectfully helps to keep the conversation constructive and prevents misunderstandings. The problem with indirect communication. Indirect communication often leads to misunderstandings and conflicts, creating barriers to effective interaction. Common pitfalls include beating around the bush and passive aggressiveness. These habits can obscure the true message and intentions, causing confusion and frustration. Beating around the bush involves avoiding the main point and speaking in a roundabout way. This can happen when someone is uncomfortable with direct confrontation or fears negative reactions. For example, instead of directly addressing a missed deadline, a manager might say, "I noticed the project isn't quite finished yet. Do you think you'll have time to wrap it up soon?" This indirect approach can leave the employee unsure about the urgency or the manager's true feelings, leading to further delays and misunderstandings. Passive aggressiveness. Passive aggressiveness is another common pitfall. It involves expressing negative feelings indirectly, often through sarcasm or backhanded compliments. For instance, a colleague might say, "Oh, I guess you're too busy to help with this task," instead of directly asking for assistance. This behavior can create tension and resentment as the underlying issues remain unaddressed. Mindfulness and intention. Mindfulness, a core Buddhist practice, encourages being present and aware of our thoughts and words. Before speaking, take a moment to consider your intentions and the potential impact of your words. This practice can help you communicate more clearly and avoid indirectness. For example, if you need to address a colleague's behavior, approach the conversation with the intention of finding a solution rather than assigning blame. Active listening. Active listening is crucial for effective communication. It involves fully concentrating on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. By actively listening, you can better understand the other person's perspective and respond more effectively. 3. Benefits of direct communication. Building trust and respect in relationships. Direct communication is fundamental in building trust and respect in relationships. When we speak openly and honestly, we demonstrate integrity and respect for the other person. For instance, in a personal relationship, addressing issues directly rather than avoiding them fosters a sense of trust and mutual respect. A couple who openly discusses their concerns and feelings is more likely to resolve conflicts and strengthen their bond. This practice not only builds trust, but also reinforces the value of transparency and honesty in maintaining healthy relationships. Reducing stress and frustration. Indirect communication often leads to misunderstandings and unresolved issues, which can cause significant stress and frustration. By contrast, direct communication helps to address problems promptly and effectively, reducing emotional strain. For example, in a professional environment, an employee who directly communicates their workload challenges to their supervisor can collaboratively find solutions, such as delegating tasks or adjusting deadlines. This proactive communication reduces stress and prevents burnout, creating a more supportive and productive work environment. Common challenges and how to overcome them. Dealing with defensive reactions. Defensive reactions are a common challenge in communication, often arising when individuals feel threatened or criticized. To address this, Buddhist habits, such as mindfulness and compassion, can be highly effective. When faced with a defensive reaction, take a moment to breathe and remain calm. This helps to de-escalate the situation and allows for a more thoughtful response. For example, if a colleague reacts defensively to feedback, instead of responding with frustration, you might say, "I understand this is a sensitive topic. My intention is to help us improve together." Handling misunderstandings gracefully. Misunderstandings are inevitable in communication, but they can be handled gracefully by practicing active listening and empathy. This practice is rooted in the Buddhist habit of mindful listening, which encourages being fully present and attentive. When a misunderstanding occurs, take the time to listen to the other person's perspective without interrupting. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you understand their point of view. For instance, you might say, "I think there might have been a misunderstanding. Can you explain what you meant by that?" And finally, number 7. Get support. Sometimes being the only one to still face a problem alone is an option that could be ignored. Staying direct without being perceived as rude. Staying direct while maintaining kindness is a delicate balance. Buddhist teachings on right speech provide valuable guidance here. One effective technique is using I statements, which focus on expressing your feelings and needs without blaming others. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you could say, "I feel unheard when I don't get a chance to share my thoughts." Another useful strategy is to use and statements to offer solutions and alternatives. For instance, "I understand that you're busy, and I need some help with this project. Can we find a time that works for both of us?" This approach promotes collaboration and mutual respect. Maintaining a calm and collected tone is also crucial. Your tone of voice can significantly impact how your message is received. Speaking calmly and respectfully helps to keep the conversation constructive and prevents misunderstandings. Overcoming common challenges such as defensive reactions, misunderstandings, and the perception of rudeness is possible with mindfulness, active listening, and right speech. These practices help us communicate more effectively and compassionately, fostering better understanding and stronger relationships. Now it's your turn to put these principles into practice. Start by being mindful of your words and intentions in your daily conversations. Practice active listening and use I statements to express your feelings and needs clearly. Remember to maintain a calm and collected tone, even in challenging situations. Share your experiences with direct communication in the comments below. Have you faced any challenges or found effective solutions? Let's learn from each other and grow together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on effective communication and personal growth. Together, we can create a more compassionate and understanding world.